Okay. I'm locked and loaded, stocked up, ready to go. Here it is, round two. Archives. 2025 Topps Archives. This is the hobby box. Comes with the 8 exclusive pink parallels, 2 on-card autographs. Some good stuff in our last one. If you missed it, go check it out. 24 packs, 8 cards in each pack. So enough to occupy our time for a bit here tonight. This is a pick your team break, so that's all set up there on the sidebar if you want to double check and make sure that looks good to you. If you see any issues, give me a shout. We'll get it fixed up. Sometimes the keyboard does weird typos. Sometimes I do weird typos, misassign teams. So if there's something wrong, just let me know. But should be good to go. And with that, we can go ahead and get this box started. I'll let Josh Allen rest up for tomorrow. Set that there. Cool. Set that there. Let's bring the light on over. And we are ready to get ripping. Here we go. First pack up. '24, 2025 Topps Archives. Box 2 for us here. Starts off with Ken Griffey Jr., Byron Buxton, Nolan Arenado. Well, it looks like we got a first pack hit here. Not quite as huge as like Manny Machado. But Ozzie Gillen for the White Sox. That's going to Tom. Cool, Tom. I like that you can read Ozzie there in his signature. After that, we'll have Christopher Morel, but let's get this sleeve and top loaded first. All right. Cool. Hopefully the second auto isn't in the second pack. After that, we got Morel, Reggie Jackson, Jordan Lawler, and Eddie Murray. Here's pack 2. Pedro Martinez, Ty Cobb, Luke Keeschel, Francisco Lindor, Jackson Merrill, James Wood, Oliva, and Jones. 1 second, I'm just going to crack the window. All right, let's top load a couple of these. Pack 3. You know, Crispy, I was wondering too when I thought that in the back of my, or when I saw that, I was thinking we didn't have one of those in the first boxes. Yeah, I'll go back and check that because that would make sense. Let's find out. Sagano, Del Castillo, Edgar Caro, Sonny Gray, Ronald Acuna, Lawrence Butler, Shane Bieber, and Bryce Harper. Let's see. All right, there's the Merrill and then a few that are similar. So we'll check the codes on these. What does that end with? Kind of hard to see. Let me close up. 08. That is also 08. And that is 53. I don't know if there's any better way to tell if that's an SP, but as far as I can tell based on the code there, that is. Good eye. Very good eye. Man, doing it expert mode, huh? A lot of times they have them flipped backwards or something. You never know year by year, but glad you caught that. Thanks. Appreciate that. Let's sleeve up the rookies and then the Acuna insert. Next pack. Hey, Jason. I take it you mean the actual weather out there, not that your stream is frozen? Because if that's the case, I agree. It's been rough around here, too. Here you go with Chase Petty, Jack Flaherty, Sal Frelick, Nolan Schanuel, Max Scherzer out of 50. Check that out. 17 out of 50. 8-time All-Star. Going to Matt. That's cool. Normally that's a blue background if you missed the first box. Brooks Lee, Jordan Westberg, Rhys Hines. Yeah, man. It has been a cold start to winter. I wonder if any of it'll stick around for Christmas. Or if it'll all melt by then, you know? Alright, so we've got an auto, an SP, and a gold out of 50 so far. And we're what, like 4 packs in maybe? Something like that. Let's see. Yeah, looks good. Next pack. Piazza. Santana. Pink is Seth Lugo. Ozzie Albies. Trey Sweeney. Zach Veen. Mick Abel. Will Wagner. No, Honus Wagner. What am I thinking? Will Wagner. He's a current. I'm going to top load the Zach Veen. And then we got our pink foil. First one of 8. Yeah, I'm fine with that statement. The less the better, for sure. Ryan Howard. Vladdy Jr. Sandy Alcantara. Hunter Green. Young Ho Lee. Kobe Mayo. Corbin Carroll. Christian Walker. Topps logo is white on the regular. Let's see. On the back. Maybe. No, not on the back. I don't know. Am I missing it? Looks like the same Topps logo to me. I don't know. I might just be blind. Not noticing the difference there. Let me sleeve up these two. Oh yeah, there's that one's white. Well, this Ryan Howard, this one an SP? Am I comparing it to an SP and that's why? No, that's 08. Interesting. Well, that's Jose Altuve. Javier Sanoa. Yeah, see, then it flicked back to, I don't know. Bo Jackson. Yu Darvish. Mike Trout. Ryan Bliss. Corey Seager. Michael Harris. Man, imagine trying to memorize what color the base Topps logo is and whether or not you have a variation. We have Yuri Perez, Rhett Lauder, pink foil Cedric Mullins, Chris Bryant, Ketel Marte, Bobby Witt, JT Realmuto, and Robert Hassel the third. Top load that. Sleeve up this. And this. Nico Horner, Ronald Acuna, Zach Wheeler, Leo Jimenez, Willie Mays for the All-Star, Brian McCann, Alex Bregman, and Willie Adames. Yeah, I guess that's got to be what you keep an eye out for if the cards are in the appropriate normal order. That's a good point. Nick York. Some foily action coming up here. Logan O'Hoppe. That's a Minnesota Twin autograph if I had to say. Ryan Johan Santana, 22 out of 50. That is a clean signature. All right, cool. Let's leave it up and top loaded. After that, we will have Brent Rooker. Let's see, we'll swap him out, move him over, and give him some spotlight action. All right, Brent Rooker, Jacob Wilson, Jackson Chourio, Matt Shaw, Ted Williams. Well, at least we know from box to box the auto isn't always in the same spot, because our first box, it was in the bottom right pack, the last pack we got to. Kyle Tucker, Angel Martinez, Luis Angel Acuna, Young Ho Lee, Matt Chapman, Nick Kurtz, didn't have one of him in the first box, or Sandy Koufax, Royce Lewis. We'll top load that, sleeve up that. Top load that and sleeve up that. All right. Chan Ho Park, Frank Thomas, Jarren Duran, Matt Olson, Connor Norby, Pete Crow Armstrong, Xavier Edwards, Mason Wynn. Satchel Paige, Randy Johnson, green foil, that is 19 out of 99. Mike Trout, going to Heather. Here's our second parallel of the box. Teoscar Hernandez, Albert Pujols, Mookie Betts, Drew Thorpe, Dylan Cruz. I don't think we had any Nats cards in our first go around with this, so it's nice to see the James Wood insert and that Dylan Cruz show up. I'll bump these autos off for now and leave it the parallels. on display. Gavin Lux, Juan Soto, Ceddanne Rafaela, Dansby Swanson, Corbin Carroll for the insert there, Jacob deGrom, Brenton Doyle, Luis Arraez. I'm not so sure. I don't want to be too swift. There's still plenty of old cards, right, where they have Oakland on them that we'll be ripping. Throwback looking cards. The ones with Ricky on them. We'll see. We'll see. I want the dust to settle on their transition. Sylvie Perez. Jazz. Pink foil Clayton Kershaw. Adrian Beltre. David Ortiz. Mikael Garcia. Adolis Garcia. That's right. There's Ricky. Cool. And Nolan Ryan. Oakland Athletics. So, guess we're going to have to keep the spot named that for another year. Trey Turner. Chandler Simpson. Jackie Robinson. Bo Bichette. Ellie De La Cruz. CJ Abrams. Seth Lugo. Austin Wells. Billy Wagner. Pete Alonso. Reggie Jackson, pink foil. Kevin Alcantara. Aaron Judge. George Springer. Ballesteros. Lou Gehrig. Let's upload that one. One more insert here. All right. We're cruising. Yeah. Maybe that's what we should start doing, making them the non-MLB team. They just get randomized to one of the other teams at the start of the break, like Galen and Ginter. Evan Carter, Cedric Mullins, Christopher Morel. We're just getting a bunch of vets for our pink foils here. Will Smith, Andrew McCutchen, Cole Reagans, Jackson Holiday, and Francisco Alvarez. Ivan Rodriguez, Gunnar Hoglund, Kyle Manzardo, Clayton Kershaw, James Wood, Willie Mays, River Ryan, Rafi Devers. This design reminds me of Big League from a few years back. I don't remember which year, though. 2021 or something. I don't know if they were basing it off this design, but definitely gives me those vibes. Might be intentional, you know. Big League was a callback to that. I think it was the year when they had like orange parallels in each pack. Or did they do that for more than 1 year? I can't even really remember. Alex Rodriguez, Max Muncy, pink foil Evan Carter, Logan Webb, Tatis, Sandberg, Baldwin, Caminero. No Baldwin in our first box. Okay, we are down to 4 packs. With Paul Skeens, Jonathan India, Simeon, Happ, Marcelo Meyer. That's cool. Cal Ripken Jr., Dustin Harris, Luis Severino. I have to go get more top loaders. One moment. Okay. Paul Goldschmidt, Greg Maddux, Wyatt Langford, Carlos Correa, Corey Seager MVP, Spencer Torkelson, Mike Schmidt, Cody Bellinger. A couple more packs here. Garrett Crochet, Mark Vientos, Javier Sanoa out of 149. One last parallel. That's cool. 146 out of 149. I was only expecting 2. Volpe, Babe Ruth, Verlander, Scherzer, Larkin. All right, last pack for this box. Caleb Durbin, Randy Rosarena, C.J. Abrams for our last pink foil, Hank Aaron, Don Mattingly, Ellie De La Cruz, Seiya Suzuki, and Jackson Jobe. All right, that's it for tonight. We'll run the recap here, and then we'll close it up. I'm going to be in office for a little bit here still tonight. I still got some caffeine running in me, and I want to sort this box and the other box from earlier. So if you need me, I'll be here hanging out Saturday night, late night. But let's do a little recap of what we had here. Inserts: Corey Seager, Ellie De La Cruz, Corbin Carroll, Matt Chapman, Willie Mays, Young Ho Lee, Ronald Acuna. Pink foils, non-rookies because we top-load those ones: Abrams, Carter, Morel, Reggie Jackson, Clayton Kershaw, Mullins, Bo Jackson, Seth Lugo. I am dog sitting my sister's dog. That's what you're hearing right now. Wants to go in the bedroom where my wife is. Caleb Durbin, Jackson Jobe. That is Dustin Harris, Max Muncy, Gunnar Hoglund. We're running through our rookies here. River Ryan, Chandler Simpson, Ballesteros, Drew Thorpe, Connor Norby, Angel Martinez, Jacob Wilson, Nick York, Leo Jimenez, Rhett Lauder, Sanoa, Bliss, Mayo, Sweeney, Abel, Lee, Hines, Sagano, Castillo, and Caro. That takes us to the top-loaded stuff. Marcelo Meyer, Drake Baldwin, James Wood, Kevin Alcantara, Dylan Cruz, Luis Angel Acuna, Nick Kurtz, Matt Shaw, Jackson Merrill was an SP, Crispy spotted that, Robert Hassel, Zach Veen, Luke Keeschel, and James Wood. Behind us, our 3 colored parallels: Sanoa out of 149 at 146, Mike Trout at 19 out of 99, Max Scherzer, that gold looks cool, 17 out of 50. And then, of course, our autos here tonight: Johan Santana out of 50, 22 out of 50, and Ozzie Gillen. Cool, guys. I'm going to go hop on the Discord, log into that. And then, like I said, I'm going to sort this box like right now in the box from earlier tonight before I sign off for the night. So if you need anything, shoot me a line. I'm very good chance I'll get back to you ASAP right away. Worst case, though, I'll be back in here tomorrow working away as the football games play in the background. So shoot me a line. Facebook, Twitter, departurebreaks@gmail.com, discord.gg/departurebreaks, or message us icon in our app. I'm trying to go too fast. All right, that's it for this one, guys. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. Always appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. See ya.